Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga routine just to get our bodies nice and active and moving and get a nice little stretch going. So we're going to begin in a seated position, either cross-legged or on your shins, whichever feels most comfortable. You can have your hands on your knees or your laps, eyes closed. And you're going to take the next few moments just to settle in, clearing out our minds as we bring our focus to our breath. Just doing a quick check-in on our body, maybe taking notice of any stress or strain we might be feeling in our shoulders and our neck. Just taking note, and maybe putting a little bit of extra notice and effort into relaxing. As we just clear out our minds and forget about everything outside of the mat. And then letting your head fall over to the left, bringing left ear to left shoulder. You're going to take your right hand and just push it away from you, making a nice little extra lengthening stretch on the right side of your neck. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take your left hand and just rest it on the right side of your head. And releasing and moving on to the other side. So letting your head fall over to the right and pushing your left palm away from your fingers pointing up. And once more, maybe even letting your right hand rest on your head. Coming out of our next stretch, you can meet me in your tabletop. So on your hands and knees, with your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. You can go to some circular motions over your wrists just to get them nice and warm. As you move in a circle in the one direction before changing over in the other. And then extending your left leg out to the side, straightening it, and having your left foot in line with your right knee. We're going to go to some cat-cows. So taking a breath in, you're going to dip your belly down as you push your hips back towards your right heel. And on your exhale, bringing chin to chest as you round your back out and push back forward. Inhale to dip down and push back in your cow. And exhale to round into your cat. Just going through this motion at your own pace 3 more times. And then on your last run, you can bring your left foot back to center and we can move on to the other side. So extending your right leg out and taking your breath in to push back in your cow. And exhale to round out into your back, into your cat. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more times, focusing on linking your movements with your breath. And on your final exhale, you can bring your right knee back to the mat. Then stepping your left foot forward into the center of the mat, you're going to come meet me in a low crescent lunge. And from here, we're just going to raise our hands up above our head, doing a nice full body stretch. Before bringing our right hand to our left knee, and then with our left hand, we're going to twist to the back of the mat. You can either do a half bind behind your back, or if you've got enough space and flexibility, you can maybe bend your right foot up and see if you can catch your right foot with your left hand. And then releasing your right foot, coming back to center. Just going to heel to our left foot slightly forward. And on your breath in, we're going to push our hips forward, pushing our left knee over our front ankle. And then on your exhale, push your hips back, straightening your front leg to come into a half splits. Inhale to push forward into your low lunge. Exhale to push back. 2 more times. And on your last exhale, you can bring both hands back down to mat. You can bring your knees back together before shifting your right foot forward, pushing yourself up to come into your low lunge as we raise our hands up above our head to take a breath in. And on your exhale, left hand to right knee, and right hand either going into a half bind behind your back, or maybe even see if you can catch your back foot with your right hand. Then releasing your foot, heel turn your right foot slightly forward. You take a breath in to push your hips forward, and exhale to push back into a half splits. Inhale forward, and exhale back. 2 more times. And on your final exhale, you can bring both hands back down to mat, stepping back into your tabletop, and then leaning forward, bringing chest and chin all the way down to the mat as we lay our forearms out in front of us, raising our chest up as we roll our shoulders back into a sphinx. Holding here for a breath in. And then on your exhale, bring your hands back below your shoulders as we tuck our back toes to raise ourselves up into a downward facing dog. In our down dog, we can just walk our dog out, straightening one leg at a time, just feeling a nice little gentle stretch in the backs of our legs. We're starting with our right leg. We're going to take a breath in, raising our right leg up as high as we can for a 3-legged dog. Then exhaling, placing right foot between your hands. You raise ourselves up to a high crescent lunge. We're making sure to engage our core, focusing on keeping our hips nice and square and all our toes pointing forward. And then twisting to the left, you're going to go into a warrior 2. So dropping your back heel, you'll bring your right hand forward, left hand back, making a nice straight line from our front fingers to the back. And then bringing your right forearm down to your front leg. With your left hand, you're going to bring it down to the mat, grazing it like it's going through grass. Before opening your chest out to the left as you throw your left hand over your head for an extended side angle. And from your extended side angle, you're going to lean your weight forward as you start lifting your left foot up. Bring it in line with your hips as you bring your right hand down, left hand up into a half moon. And then very slowly and controlled, you can lower your back foot down as you bring your left hand down to the mat, stepping your legs back together, coming to meet me in a high plank. And from here, we're going to take a breath in, leaning slightly forward to bring our shoulders past our wrists, before exhaling, lowering ourselves down to the mat. Inhale, hands below your shoulders, and you raise your chest up for a cobra, before exhaling back into a downward dog. Moving on to the other side, inhale, left leg going up nice and high, before exhaling, foot between your hands as you raise yourself up into a high crescent lunge. Twisting to the right as we open our arms out into our warrior two. Really focusing on pulling our shoulders back, straightening out our spine as we engage our core. Then bring your left elbow to front knee with your right hand. Bring it down to the mat to graze like going through grass. To open your chest out to the right into your extended side angle. Then leaning yourself forward as you bring your left fingertips to the mat, raising your right leg up. You come into our half moon. And very slowly and controlled, lowering both leg and hand down to the mat. So step back into our high plank. To take our breath in. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to push up for a cobra, or maybe even raise a little bit higher for an upward dog. Before exhaling, back into your downward facing dog. And from your down dog, you can just walk your hands to the back of the mat. Come to meet me in a forward fold. And yeah, we're going to take a breath in as we raise our back up halfway, hands to knees or shins. For exhaling, folding back forward, maybe grabbing the backs of our legs and just hug our chest a little bit closer to our knees. And then releasing with the heel toe your feet to the edges on the mat, with the toes just outside, as we're going to sink our hips down, come to meet in a yogi squat. And from here, you can just place your elbows onto your knees, palms together, you just push them away, feeling a nice little extra stretch. And then coming out of your yogi squat, you're going to come meet me laying on your stomachs, with your hands by your sides, I'm going to go into a locust pose. So once you're ready, you're going to take a breath in, and as you do, you're going to raise your chest up, followed by your legs and your hands. You go up as high as you can, balancing on your belly. As you just hold, you're really engaging all of our muscles in our lower and upper bodies. Holding here for 2, 3, 4, then releasing and relaxing down to the mat. And then bending both your legs, you're going to grab your feet and focusing on trying to keep your knees as close together as possible. We're going to go into a bow pose. So when you're ready, you're going to take your breath in and you're going to kick your feet up away from you, raising your knees and your chest up. Holding here, really engaging your back muscles to help you stay floating. So you hold here for 2, 3, 4, and then releasing your feet. You can relax. You can meet me laying on your backs. And once you're on your back, you can bend both your knees and hug them into your chest, grabbing onto your shins as you just sway your body from left to right. Before releasing your legs, so as you lay your arms out to the side into a T shape, you let your legs fall to the left, come into a belly twist. And if your neck feels fine for it, you even turn your head to gaze to the right. And bringing your head and your legs back to center, you can let your legs fall over to the right as we turn our heads to gaze to the left. And turn your head and legs back to center. Straighten them out as you bring your arms by your sides. As you come meet me in our Shavasana. Yeah, we're just going to relax and lay down for the next few minutes. As we just bring our focus back to our breath. Forgetting about all of our stresses and strains. As we just completely relax here on the mat. And taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And an audible sigh out through the mouth. And start wiggling your fingers and toes. moving your wrists and ankles, just bringing awareness back into your body. Bringing your hands over your head, interlacing your fingers as you do a nice full body stretch, like you're waking up in the morning. And choosing to either stay laying on your backs, or you can come meet me in a seated position, eyes still closed. Maybe just take a moment just to reflect, doing another quick check-in on our body, maybe noticing any differences in how we feel from the beginning till now, and maybe even giving ourselves a gentle mental pat on the back for making time for ourselves and looking after ourselves. Finally, we can come bring our palms together up to heart center as we take one final breath in. And on your exhale, you can bow as we close our practice. Hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you felt some benefits, feeling nice and relaxed and ready to take on your day or your week. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do, and hope to see you again soon on the yoga mat.